Hello, my name is Nell and I have things to say. What kind of things go on in your nightmares? Do you ever have those nightmares where you're stuck underwater and you can't find the surface? Or like when you're trapped in a room and the lights go out and you can't find a door? Or the nightmare where you suddenly lose all your teeth fall out, more teeth than you've ever had in your life, and they just keep falling out? What about that nightmare where something's chasing you and you try to run and your legs just won't hold you up? That last nightmare, legs not holding you up, I live that. I've been living that for like 12 years. It's interesting to think about. For some people, losing your faculties, getting older, losing your abilities and your functionality, that's the worst nightmare. And I live that. And I started living that when I was 20 years old. When I was 20 years old and my body started getting slower. And I couldn't keep up with my studies because my brain was slowing down. And then my legs slowed down. Soon I couldn't dance as much as I wanted to, and soon I couldn't walk as much as I wanted to, and soon I couldn't stand as much as I wanted to. And soon I was on a walking frame. Like people 50 years my senior. I would walk around the shopping center and realize that if I walked from point A to point B, I would not be able to walk back again because my legs would have run out of strength and they would stop holding me up. When I was in a manual wheelchair and my upper body strength wasn't enough to push myself and propel myself, if my mother had to just leave me somewhere and go somewhere else in the shops, I knew that if somebody came and pushed my wheelchair, I would not be able to stop them. If I fall out of my wheelchair, I can't do anything but flop around on the ground like a worm. I'm reliant on dozens of pills every day to keep my body functioning at any level. I'm living people's nightmare. And I'm going okay. I'm living a life that people would think would just destroy them. A lot of people fear getting older. A lot of people fear losing their abilities to just do the things they love. And I've done that. I've lost that. I'm living that. And yet, right now, I'm looking out the window and it's raining and it's beautiful. And I'm looking at my bookshelf and my other bookshelf and my other bookshelf. And seeing all the books I've collected over the years. I'm looking around this room at all my craft supplies and the things I've made. I've lived a nightmare and I'm going okay, and I'm making something of it. I feel like those characters in post-apocalyptic like movies where, oh, hear the rain. Post-apocalyptic movies where you think that it's the end of the world and it's like the problems are insurmountable, and then they find a way to just eke out some kind of happiness. Post-nightmare happiness. I still have like things that I'm terribly afraid of and that I don't want to happen. But my experience has taught me that even if my nightmare happens, there could still be a way of finding my way through it. And I know that if you live a nightmare, then sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it is too much and you can't keep going. And I cannot fault you for that. But if there are things you're afraid of, and you think that if you experience them, then it would be over and there'd be nothing left for you, please know that you could live the nightmare and win. You could conquer that nightmare. You could keep going and find some new way of living. That's all I wanted to share. It was just something I was thinking about how a lot of people fear losing their abilities. And I lost mine 10 years ago. And I'm finding a way to be okay. That's all. All right. Bless.